Hey guys, welcome to another review. Today we'll be taking a look at the Kaspersky Internet Security 2013 technical preview. Now this is kind of like a beta, so it's not the final version. The installer is about 150 megabytes. I'll show you guys. There you go, 150. So let's take a look at this installer first, because they've changed their interface and it looks a little bit better, so I think we should take a look at this one. Now there you go, it's a different kind of an interface that you get for the installer, but the basic way of installation is just the same. It's going to search for the new version. And there you go. This one's a little bit changed. Now this looks more like Komodo's installation interface. You've got this install button, and this is basically asking me if I want to participate in their Kaspersky security network. So it's basically their cloud, so I'm gonna have to check it. Then I'm gonna hit install, but one thing that I don't like is that there's absolutely no customization available. So it just installs everything the way it is, no customization for you. But this is something I really liked, that it tells me how much time it's remaining, and it's pretty well timed as well. So it's not like it's telling me 2 minutes, so it's going to take 1 hour, it's going to hang up at some point, nothing like that. It's just really well timed, which is pretty good. Okay, there you go. You can see that it's found Malwarebytes as incompatible. Now I'm going to skip this, and you know the reason why. Malwarebytes is fully compatible with any antivirus application. And even if they think it's not compatible, basically what's not compatible is basically the real time. I'm not using the real time. I'm just going to use their scanner, which is fully compatible. So it's good that they do have a skip option. Otherwise, I'd just have to remove it. So it's good that they have that, because Kaspersky will always detect something or the other. And sometimes you've got registry keys and stuff that you can't remove when you've used applications like Norton and stuff. So that time, sometimes it can be a problem if you don't have a skip option. So it's good that they have that. So as you can see, the installer is really well timed. I like that a lot. There you go. It's going 1 second at a time, not like it goes straight off to 80% and then stays there forever. This is very well timed, and that's really good job by Kaspersky. So I'll be back when this is done. Okay, so there you go. It tells us that installation is successful, and you can just hit finish. Now I like their new interface a lot more because it matches their application interface, and it's a lot more simpler, more modern, so I like that. And this always takes some time, so I'll be back when this is done. So stay tuned. Okay, so that's done. Now one more thing that is pretty good is the fact that it didn't ask me to reboot. So that's one huge improvement that I've seen in nearly all the AVs right now, that they don't ask you to reboot. Earlier, nearly everything used to do that. You install any antivirus, it's going to ask you to reboot. But right now, I think only a couple ask to reboot, and rest of stuff do just fine without a reboot. So there you go, it's activated the trial. So we'll take a look at their newer interface. Now it's basically just the same as their old one. The only difference is that they've made it a little better looking, I think, by making the spotlight visible, and the components are still pretty much the same. This is one thing that they've added here that is save money. And if we take a look at this, there you go, it's online banking services and checkout, online stores. Okay, so basically it's same as their protected browser, just they've given it a new name. So if you want to use online banking and stuff like that, you can do it through here, and it'll be much safer. So that's good. And the rest of stuff looks pretty much the same. They have their virtual keyboard. the network monitor, applications activity, and the basic scan, update, parental controls, all that kind of stuff. Their cloud protection is still there. And if we take a look at their advanced settings here, I guess they're the same as well. There you go. It's still, the basic things are just same. I think they have changed a few things here. There you go. Everything's just basically the same, and I've left everything to stock. Obviously, I just installed it. So you can see everything's set to recommended settings, and anti-banner is disabled by default. And they've got this safe money and secure data input. So it's basically still the same thing. And you can see our scan settings here. But one thing I'm noticing is that the interface is pretty slow respond. This problem is always there in their beta. I don't know why. Now it's still pretty much the same, so not much of stuff with the settings. Everything's the same. And if we hit scans, we'll see, I think, basically the same thing here. Okay, now that's useful. So I guess you can search for things here. And you can run your scans as usual. Okay, there we go. The same thing here. So I'll just run the update and I'll be back when it's up to date so we can get started with the test. Okay, so I did the update and it's successful. So now let's just take a look at their memory usage here. Okay, it's about 80 megabytes or even more right now, so it's really high on memory. But this is a beta, just reminding you, the Kaspersky always have high memory usage in their beta version. I don't know why, but they'll probably get it fixed in the final, so nothing to worry about that right now. Only thing, probably have some trouble on this machine because it's pretty low system, should I say. So anyway, let's just get started with the links here. Okay, let me just show you guys that Kaspersky is up to date. There you go, databases are up to date. Let's just run another update just to be sure. Okay, the only problem is that it's telling me the beta has been installed. Let's hit the update again just to make sure we didn't miss anything. So as you can see, the computer is running pretty slowly right now. So it's not like Kaspersky is doing pretty well on performance, but that's nothing new. Always the Kaspersky beta has been pretty bad when it comes to performance, but I hope they fix this in the final version. So I guess I'll be back when this update is done, because this is another thing that I don't like. They take a long time to get synchronized with their server. So I'll be right back. Okay, so the second update's done and it says it's up to date, so we'll just get back to the main interface and we'll close it and we'll see how this application protects our computer and default settings. So first link here. Just reminding you that it's a beta, so I'm not expecting a hugely great performance. Okay, the first one's been blocked by their URL filter. It's their web blocking. And it says it's been blocked by web antivirus. It tells me that it's a dangerous URL and you can report if it's a false positive, and it tells me the URL. So it's a pretty good way of notification. There's no way to bypass it, so that's good. So let's try the second one, which is a piece of adware. Okay, this one's been blocked as well by their web. No, not blocked. There we go. We've got setup. Let's just run it. So this one's gonna take a while, I guess. So let's try out the next one. Okay, this is another application, much smaller, so it looks like it's a Trojan. And it's kind of hung up about here. Okay, this one's almost done. So let's see if this one runs here, because Kaspersky should not allow this to run. This is a piece of adware, not exactly a Trojan or some form of malware. It's not a virus. I guess we did this one, so I guess we'll have to try out this one now. So it doesn't look like we're getting any alert from Kaspersky, but these aren't running either, so that's strange. Looks like Kaspersky is just analyzing them, and that's what's slowing them down. So I guess we'll try out the next one here. Okay, so this one was blocked by the web blocking. No, not blocked. Okay, now, okay, it's been blocked. This one's been blocked by their antivirus as Trojan Win32 IRC bot. So it's not going to run, I guess. We've got 11 links, so it should be enough for this test. And most of them should work right. Okay, now we've got another application here. It looks like Kaspersky's hung up, so I'll just try to get it. I'll just give it some time and I'll be right back. Okay, so Kaspersky found a couple stuff and it removed it. In fact, I had to remove it by going over to its interface, but we've still got these two links that aren't running. It's probably being analyzed, so Kaspersky's working pretty slowly here. Hope to fix that again. So this is our next link. Okay, so we've got another download here. Run it. Okay, so it's blocked some part of this file, I guess. If that's what it's telling me, it says it's got something malicious and it's been blocked. So there we go. It's not going to run because it's been removed by Kaspersky. Okay, so again, it tells me malware has been detected. Then I have to go to its interface and hit fix. So I don't like the removal process at all. It should take care of some stuff automatically, and probably should have a remove option right here instead of just telling me that malware has been detected and then I have to go to its interface to remove that. That's not smart, not at all. So I guess I'll be back when I remove this because it's really slow respawn. Okay, so it wants me to reboot here, and I'm not going to do that. I'll do that after the testing is done. So we'll just proceed with our test here. I guess this one was blocked. So we'll try out this one. Okay, we'll just run this. And so far, nothing's happening. Let's try out the next one while that's working in the background. So let's try run this one, and we'll try out the next one while that's working. Okay, now this is Internet Explorer warning. We'll just skip that. Okay, now this is a big application, but the download is fast. Let's try out the last one here so that we can just shut down Internet Explorer. Okay, so now we can close this. Okay, so let's see if what of this is able to bypass Kaspersky and run. Now it's just telling me that reboot is required, so I guess you can see the number of files running. So I'll give it some time because it's really slow right now, and I don't know why these files are not running. Maybe Kaspersky is trying to analyze them or block them or something like that. So I guess I'll just pause and I'll be back when all of this is done. See you soon. Okay, so one of these has been blocked, as you can see. It's probably this one that can be copied to the temporary file, so I'll just cancel that to save time. All of these have probably been blocked or something. So anyway, I'll just give it some more time here. Okay, so as you can see, Malwarebytes just finished scanning. I just did a scan with Malwarebytes and it didn't find anything, which is not a surprise because nothing was missed by Kaspersky as far as we saw. I'm just running a scan with Hitman Pro, so I guess I'll be back when the scan is done. Okay, now Hitman Pro didn't find anything, which is pretty good for Kaspersky. So it looks like the new version of Kaspersky is doing pretty well security-wise. But they do have some performance issues though. It's not as if they're doing pretty great in performance. They've got a lot of bugs to fix, but as far as security is concerned, it's certainly doing really well right now. So I hope they keep improving. They're doing pretty well. And this is their basic interface as we just saw. It's not that bad, and I really like their installation interface. So it's doing pretty well, I guess. So it's only one big problem with me is basically their performance. So I hope they fix that, and hope you guys enjoyed the review. Good day and goodbye.